A Durban gym is giving free self-defense classes to girls from impoverished areas of the city where there is a high incidence of gender-based violence. The owners of the gym are former boxers from Uganda. The team says the rising number of brutal attacks on women in South Africa must end, and one way to achieve this is to teach women self-defense. Karinda Jagmohan has been with the team this morning where they offered a brief tutorial. Take a look.
I'm currently in the midst of the Team Kent Boxing Saturday class. There are many people coming from across the city here to start learning self-defense, and among them, I must tell you, many young women as well. But what the owners of this gym have done is that in the midst of the 16 days of activism campaign, they're planning now to offer free self-defense classes to young women, to girls who come from impoverished areas in Durban that have high rates of gender-based violence. Among these areas, we know Inanda, considered the rape capital of the country, Umlazi also having high rates or high reports of rape incidents as well. And it's these areas that the team is focused on to ensure that girls from those areas are able to defend themselves in times of crisis. And actually, the people you see behind me boxing are the people that have started this initiative, and maybe we can try and have a bit of a conversation. Fikile Shlachwayo, we can try and grab her attention to come speak to us. Fikile, thank you for speaking. Whoa, you are in the midst of a big workout here. You have this campaign that you've started to help young girls. Tell me, what inspired this campaign to ensure self-defense is, considered an important factor, especially for young women in South Africa?
Thank you, Karina. I've been always passionate about women empowerment, and the minute I saw Uyinene Kunene in Cape Town, the brutal murder for her being raped just going to a post office, I realized that something must be done, and something must be done to protect our women. If Uyinene practiced self-defense, she could have avoided this murder. So I took it upon myself to try and find a team that can make this happen. And when I came to meet with the Kent brothers, and I said, God has answered my prayers. Now I have a team that I'll be working with to fight gender-based violence.
What is the plan in terms of who is going to come to these classes and the continuation of these classes for young girls that really need it in Durban?
At the moment, it's very minimal because there's no funding. The whole gym is self-funded, and we are battling. But if we get enough funding to start up, we want to get the teenage girls from those impoverished areas to be transported to the gym and to be taught how to self-defend themselves. And if we get even more funding, we're hoping to have satellite branches in the townships. Then we don't have to get transport to come. The girls, the women can just walk to this facility and get the protection that they need.
Indeed. Well, we of course will be spending the day with the Durban boxing team, speaking to Kalule Kent, who's the founder. He'll be showing us some self-defense moves as well in order for young women to be able to protect themselves. So stay tuned with us just to learn more about the importance of self-defense at a time when the gender-based violence pandemic, of course, is being spoken about in this time of 16 days of activism, and how this team is really trying to help young girls from across the city of Durban to ensure that they are able to defend themselves in the time of the GBV pandemic.